Region 8 News starts right now with breaking news.
Breaking news tonight, Highway 63 is blocked due to a crash. Here's a look right now at the iDrive Arkansas map. Traffic is backed up on Highway 63 between Bono and Jonesboro. Arkansas State Police said the vehicles involved in the crash were on fire. This is a video of the fire from Bradley Brewer. Details on the crash remain limited. Bradley Brewer is at the scene and will get us more details as they become available. One lucky Mississippi County mother won a new car thanks to a contest through R&R Tire Express. Bradley Brewer was in Blytheville today for the ceremony.
Mother's Day might have been 2 weeks ago, but that didn't stop R&R Tire Express from celebrating today.
Yeah, this is a Mother's Day giveaway, something we started a few years ago, and it's really in honor of my mother.
When company president David Harrison was 23 years old, he bought his single mother a new car to show her gratitude. It's a tradition he's keeping alive today.
It's just a great experience, and it reminds me of the thing I was able to do for my mom.
Today's lucky mother was Emily Unnett.
Oh, so nice.
Manila native, her daughter wrote a heartfelt essay on why her mom deserved the prize.
I owe it all to my daughter. She wrote us such a wonderful thing.
Unnen's daughter wrote about her mom's tough upbringing and how she battled through adversity to become a teacher and mother. To Unnen,
the car means a lot.
but what matters most,
But the thing that means the most to me in the world is my family. All of my children, not just my daughter, but all of them, and my grandchildren. I wouldn't trade them for anything. They're the most important thing to me.
now the Unnen family can take their road trips in style.
If I can put the car seats in there, we'll see what happens.
All right.
No ice cream in the car, though. You dropped it on the floor.
That was Bradley Brewer reporting. New at 10, police arrested a man after a crash in Jonesboro this evening. Police responded to a rollover crash just after 6:30 this evening at Dan Avenue and Willow Road. The desk sergeant said there were minor injuries, including the person who was arrested. Right now, details on why the person was arrested or the cause of the crash is unknown. Arkansas State Police are investigating an officer-involved shooting in southeast Arkansas. Dermont police shot a suspect who they say stole a Lake Village police car yesterday afternoon. The suspect, Travis Haynes, is also a suspect in a string of auto thefts in Unico County. Haynes was arrested after running from police in a Lake Village police car. When police took him into custody, it was determined he was shot in the leg. He was taken to Unico County Hospital before being moved to Little Rock. His injuries are non-life-threatening. ASP will prepare an investigative file before turning it over to the Unico County prosecuting attorney. Now to COVID-19 here in Arkansas. Active cases remain the same today as it was yesterday. 177 new cases were reported. Unfortunately, 5 more Arkansans have died from the virus. Total number of hospitalizations are down 1 patient today to 187 hospitalized, and ventilator use remains unchanged at 32. Pulaski, Benton, and Saline counties saw the most new cases over the last day. After a year and a half, the U.S. is getting closer to returning back to normal. Experts are optimistic about the progress that the country is making against the pandemic. The average rate for new U.S. cases is less than 30,000 as the nation inches closer to herd immunity. But CDC data shows daily vaccination rates are nearly 50% from an April high.
Last summer, right around June, July, we saw a big surge of cases in the South. Why in the South? Because it gets pretty hot, it's hard to spend time outside, people cluster indoors, and if we have large numbers of unvaccinated people in those states, we may very well see a surge in those states.
That's why some states are trying to entice people to get vaccinated, including Oregon, where a shot can result in a cash payout. Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson asked if that could be a tactic used here in Arkansas to fight vaccine hesitancy. He said it's something his office is looking into. Well, it was a nice afternoon and an even better evening. Here's a live look right now in Jonesboro. Chief Meteorologist Ryan Vaughn is in tonight. What can we expect tomorrow?
Hey, Hannah, tomorrow's going to be a lot like what we saw today. We're going to start out fairly warm across Region 8 in the 60s, but it's not going to take long to get into the 70s and 80s. You break down the forecast hour by hour, and you'll see a few clouds possible in the morning, but I do think we'll see more clouds in the afternoon. Once again, mid and upper 80s across Region 8. Could have a couple of locations hit 90 like we did today. If you look at radar, we are completely dry. All of the action is still well west of us, where they continue to have severe thunderstorm warnings through parts of New Mexico right now, and some pretty big storms in Colorado. But we are quiet here, and temperatures are mild. Coming up, we do have some changes coming as we go toward the middle of the week. I'll show you an updated look at your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Citizens got a crash course on gun safety today, courtesy of the Shelby County Sheriff's Office. It comes ahead of a new gun law that takes effect this summer in Tennessee. Brandon Richard reports.
Dozens gave up part of their weekend to come to the Shelby County Sheriff's Office's training academy to get a lesson on gun safety. Though cameras weren't allowed inside for the training, Sheriff Floyd Bonner Jr. told his students would learn about gun laws and how to carry a weapon safely and responsibly. It comes ahead of a new state law. Starting July 1st, Tennessee will join 19 other states with permitless carry, meaning anyone 21 and older can legally carry a gun, either openly or concealed, without a license, background check, or training.
I often say that Memphis is the new Dodge City.
Helen Collins, who attended the class, worries others won't get the proper training, fears permitless carry will lead to more violence, and says lawmakers didn't take that into account before passing the bill.
They were thinking about little towns, little counties that don't have law enforcement there. They were thinking about them, but they didn't think about the impact it's going to have on large cities like Memphis.
State Representative John Gillespie says that's why he voted against it, along with most members of the Shelby County delegation.
I don't see how having everyone have a gun and law enforcement not able to verify if people are legally allowed to have that gun is really going to help the violence in the city.
But permitless carry supporters say it's about protecting people's rights without government requirements.
We do not believe that you should have to do those things to exercise your Second Amendment rights. This is a massive step forward for.
The law doesn't allow people to carry a gun everywhere. Some places are still off limits, like schools and government buildings. Business owners can still ban people from carrying guns inside their stores. In Brooklyn, dozens of people came out for food stock. Congressman Rick Crawford and his band Triple Nickel teamed up with the food bank at NEA to raise money for hunger relief. Developmental officer for the food bank at NEA, Jordan Griffin, says this is one step forward to relieving the food insecure folks of the Delta.
Really important because 18% of Arkansans, or Northeast Arkansas Arkansans, are food insecure. So it's just really important to raise funds for people in our area.
If you weren't able to make it out today, don't worry. You can watch the live stream on Facebook. For more on how to make a donation to the food bank at NEA, just visit this story on our website. Full Court Press with Greta Van Susteren airs tomorrow on KAIT. Here's a sneak peek of this week's show.
Tomorrow on Full Court Press, we speak to House Minority Whip Congressman Steve Scalise.
January 6th is a day that, everybody who broke the law needs to be held accountable. Hundreds of arrests have already been made, but there were other acts of violence as well. There were a lot of things that led up to January 6th that aren't being looked at by this commission, that we brought amendments forward to try to expand so that you can look at the whole picture. And Pelosi rejected every one of those on a party line vote. Many Republican senators have said, we want to expand it as well. So hopefully that gets fixed in the Senate.
Full Court Press airs Sunday mornings at 6:30 on KAIT ABC and at 7:30 on KIT NBC. We continue.
Region 8 News is sponsored by CAVENAUGH Hyundai.
It's the CAVENAUGH Memorial Day sales event going on now at every CAVENAUGH dealership. Get $2,000 over Kelly Blue Book on your trade-in. Plus, we buy cars. Even if you don't buy
Bet.
a car from us, we'll buy your car. Don't miss the Cavenaugh Memorial Day sales event. Get $2,000
How long is this break?
Daily Blue Book on your trade-in. Plus, get cash for your car. Now, at every
All right, thank you. Mic and check. Mic check 1 2 3 1 2 3. I can't hear myself, so we are good to go.
At Kroger, keeping food fresher than fresh means being on your A game every hour of every day. Sure, it's more work for us, but it's more fresh for you. And that's why everything at Kroger comes guaranteed fresh, or we'll make it right. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
You are the next Great Acts of Kindness winner. You are the definition of a Great Acts of Kindness winner.
You're not white, y'all.
I was in the background crying when she got excited. It was priceless.
I'm about to cry.
Nominate someone deserving today for Great Acts of Kindness. Nominee winners receive $408. To enter and for official rules, visit KAITA.com/contests. Sponsored by First Community Bank and KAIT.
Greenway is your local source for John Deere equipment and implements. Now, we've made finding the perfect piece of equipment even easier. Shop our tractor packages online at GoGreenway.com. Till deeper with our down-to-earth package. Or save big with our Green Saver package. Need something with a little more muscle? Kick it up a notch with Greenway's Get In Gear package. We're here to support the DIYer in you. No matter what project comes your way, Greenway has you covered.
We continue to track breaking news in Craighead County. Lanes are blocked on Highway 63 due to a crash. Bradley Brewer is live at that scene. Bradley, what do you see?
Oh, hey, Hannah. Yeah, this crash happened in the Bono area off Highway 63, right by the DeWitt Family Medical Center. When I went to go ask officials for any information, they said they couldn't provide any, but from what I could see with my own eyes, I saw 2 vehicles involved. There's an SUV completely totaled, as well as an 18-wheeler. And when you mentioned there was fire involved in this accident, it definitely, the 18-wheeler got the brunt of that. The entire external part of the truck looked burnt up. The cleanup has been probably going to go on for hours, even more. It's going on behind me, as you can see. It's going on completely all across the highway. It's completely shut off. The traffic's cleared up. Police were able to manage that. But right now, we don't have any information regarding injuries. We'll be sure to keep our heads down and keep you updated when we get that information. Right, for now, reporting from Bono, Bradley Brewer, Region 8 News.
Thanks for that, Bradley. This time 10 years ago, people in Joplin, Missouri were reeling from being hit by an EF5 tornado. Elizabeth Van Metre talked to a pastor retired right before the storm hit him. He says the tornado showed him God has other plans for his life.
That's the front of the house. There was a big tree here.
Today we meet Philip McClendon here. The pastor lives in Joplin with his wife in a beautiful home. But 10 years ago, Steve Grant and our crews met the newly retired pastor here. He and his wife had just downsized.
Pastor Phil McClendon and his wife had just settled into their new address 1 week ago.
The closet was the only thing left standing, the closest thing where they happened to be taking cover.
I asked my wife, I said, well, how did you choose that closet? Because I thought there was some kind of, how did you do that? And she said, well, it was the first one. So I said, okay.
The closet was the only thing left standing, the closest thing where they happened to be taking cover.
Oh gosh, that is a monster tornado.
It's there where they held each other and prayed.
And my wife said, we're not going to make it because we could feel the lift under us.
They walked away without a scratch.
And I can't explain the storm or the loss of a life. I can't explain it, and nor do I try.
After the storm, Pastor McClendon took strength from the one place he had always gone.
When you start looking at people's lives in the Bible, you see resilience is all the way through it. Joseph lost his family, his home. He went to prison.
And as the book of Joseph says, do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
It means he has a purpose for me to live and really to give myself to people.
And so he did. The retired pastor got out of retirement and back into preaching.
God wanted you here or you wouldn't be here.
He's gonna crush it tonight.
Honey, they canceled the talent show. I'm sorry, Peter.
What are they going to do?
I think Mom has a trick up her sleeve.
Whoa, Gigsby connects all these devices at once?
Isn't it magical how great internet can bring everyone together?
Bring every room to life with Suddenlink's 1 gig internet on our next generation network, only from Suddenlink.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford Escape, with second-row sliding seats and an 8-inch touchscreen. It's built to make life easier. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Escape. Drive one today. Now, get $5,000 total cash on Ford Escape. That's an offer built for you. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer.
If you haven't been in our American-made store in Brooklyn or in Pocahontas, you're missing out on seeing some awesome American-made products. Here's just a sampling of a few of our thousands of great items.
Roundhouse overalls, Thorogood, Keen and Justin boots, and Polywood furniture.
Please come visit our American-made general store where everyone is a patriot and a friend.
You know this guy?
Honey? With the most standard safety features in its class.
Nice stop, Mom.
Thanks. The fiercely reimagined Nissan Rogue. Get a low $219 per month lease on Rogue, or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 14 models.
We had a beautiful day across Region 8. Temperatures were warm, felt a little like summer, but the humidity still not that bad. So hopefully you got to go outside and enjoy it. Something else, the mosquitoes aren't too bad yet. Temperatures are still pretty warm out and about right now, mainly in the 70s, 72 in Jonesboro, 74 in Harrisburg, still at 76 in Walnut Ridge, still 80 in Paragould, and 79 in Corning. Radar is completely dry. We're not anticipating any rain tonight. We're not anticipating any rain tomorrow, and really not even into Tuesday, just a small chance Tuesday. But let me show you where it is raining. Nebraska, they're seeing some rain. Colorado, we've even had some warnings through New Mexico. That's where all the action is right now. We have high pressure kind of controlling our weather, and that's keeping everything back to the west, but that pattern will start changing. Not tomorrow, though. We're still looking good for our Sunday. We start out in the 60s. We go up to 76 by 9 o'clock, 84 by the lunch hour, and upper 80s in the afternoon. It's a pretty quiet evening right now as we take a live look from the rooftop of First National Bank of Lawrence County. Just a few cars out there now. There's a live look at Hilltop, and you can see the flags there in front of First National Bank not blowing around at all. So not much in the way of wind out there. So here's the pattern change that's going to happen. I'm going to show you a series of maps that kind of paints a picture of what's going to be happening between now and the middle of the week. Now, this map here shows you the moisture in the atmosphere. Now, if you notice that big green area there, you look at the legend, that's where we're getting into some deeper moisture. And notice that's where the showers and storms were that I was showing you just a bit ago. Kind of stays back to our west for now, but as the ridge of high pressure starts breaking down, it will start nudging in our direction as we head into Wednesday. So that's the first side of a change coming as we go toward the middle of the week. Something else, high pressure that we've been talking about for a few days. You can see the center of it there now, kind of northern Mississippi, western parts of Tennessee. That has been suppressing any rain chances, helping us to warm up. Watch what happens with that ridge of high pressure. It breaks down, it shrinks, it gets pushed down to the south, and that's going to allow kind of a weakness in the atmosphere, and it's going to allow some disturbances to come through. Speaking of disturbances, this map here simply shows you the little hiccups in the atmosphere, the little disturbances that'll pass through and spark off some showers and storms. Notice 6 o'clock in the morning, we've got one of those passing through from west to east. That passes through, Little bit on Thursday and more so Friday into Saturday, another little disturbance. And here's the deal. The ridge breaks down and we have the moisture and you get these little disturbances passing through, and that gives us some showers and storms. So that's why the rain chances are going to be going up a little bit as we go toward the middle of the week. I graphed that out for you, and you notice next 2 days, no problems. But as we go into Tuesday, goes up a little bit, goes up more so on Wednesday, and then really Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we just have these little disturbances giving us 30 to 40% chance of rain. Nothing tonight, though. Quiet, nice, 62 for the overnight low with a light wind for tomorrow. Nice and warm. Now, there will be some clouds tomorrow off and on. 88 degrees for the high, south-southeast wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. 7-day forecast showing 88 on Monday, 85 on Tuesday. As we head toward the middle of the week, though, I've marked it yellow, meaning that the weather will impact your day. Notice a 40% chance of showers and storms on Wednesday, 30% on Thursday and Friday, and a 40% chance on Saturday. High temperatures in the 80s throughout the 7-day forecast and overnight lows in the 60s. As far as any severe weather, it doesn't look like a widespread organized event on any of those, but it's that time of year where, some storms can develop. A couple of them could get strong. That's not out of the question, but an organized severe weather threat, we're not seeing it just yet. We'll watch it, so stay tuned for any adjustments to the forecast. Hannah?
Well, it looks like we're in pretty good shape for the next few days. Thanks for that, Ryan.
The Good Morning Region 8 team is up early to keep you in touch with what's happening right here, right now, and what's next for your day. Watch Good Morning Region 8.
Super savings at Hanks. Great prices and your sales tax paid. You can choose from solid wood master bedrooms, guest bedrooms, or kids groups, all famous brands, all at big savings. And you'll find big price cuts on sofas, sectionals, recliners, and motion sofas, both in fabric and top grain leather.
Super savings and sales tax paid.
Right now
at Hanks Fine Furniture.
Are you in pain? Are you having trouble getting a pre-authorization from your insurance company? Do you have a high deductible or are you uninsured? Take charge of your health care and get your MRI at Millennium MRI. We offer same-day or next-day service. We're an independent facility and we offer quality, convenience, and exceptional customer service. We accept $450 for a self-pay MRI. Give Millennium MRI a call today at 870-275-7749 to see how we can help you.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me to understand how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time.
I can hear you. Hold on a second.
Bradley, what can you tell us?
Hey, Hannah, not much more to tell you in terms of information. It has cleared up a bit. The cleaning up of the actual roadway looks to be a bit more calmed down. Presence seems to have come down a little bit. The road is still completely blocked off. As you can see behind me, apologies for the winded. I just sprinted down from there trying to get more information. None to be had. But yeah, the vehicles are still where they were initially. It's just, it's still, if you're thinking about coming through here, don't do it. So that's all I got right now from Bono, Bradley Brewer, Region 8 News.
Closed captioning for Region 8 News is sponsored by Unico Bank.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your Buick parks it so. That's so you.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
Kinda got a sixth sense.
And a head-up display.
They're here.
You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yep.
So you.
It is.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you.
Get $2,700 purchase cash on Encore GX models. Plus, current eligible Buick owners get an additional $750 allowance. See your Northeast Arkansas Buick dealers.
Hot day?
Take a break with an ice cold beer from the Mr. T's cooler. We keep it 34 degrees just for you. Low Missouri prices make it worth the drive. Save on Bud and Bud Light 30 packs for $20.75. Miller Lite and Coors Light 30 packs, only $20.75. And save up to $16 on cartons of your favorite tobacco products. Enjoy your day with the money you save every day with Mr. T's at Riverside.
An all-new St. Bernard's Triple Swing is here, and it's like never before. Make a big difference in little lives and the ones who love them. All funds raised directly benefit patients and families in the NICU, birth care, and pediatric programs. Enjoy a meal prepared by Roots Restaurant. A basket of 3 prepared courses and drinks with instructions gives a fresh take on dining in. To purchase your dinner-meal kit, visit stbtripleswing.com.
Region 8 News is sponsored by CAVENAUGH Hyundai.
Welcome back to Sports. It's the third and final day of championship weekend here from Benton. A busy day across the board as several NEA teams trying to come back home with some hardware. Class 4A baseball, Valley View taking on Magnolia. Top of the fourth, no score until now. Tyler Hoskins with a long fly ball out to left. That brings home Slade Caldwell home from third. RBI sac fly makes it 1-0. Great defense all day long from the Blazers, including right here at short from Will French. The sliding stop across the middle of the infield gets the out at first. Bottom fifth, Blazers still leading by 1, but the Panthers would have something to say about that. Tanner Edwards lifting a high fly ball over the head of the left fielder to bring home a run. Game now tied at 1-1. In the sixth, the Blazers get one right back. Caldwell out to short, and the shortstop can't make a play anywhere. French scores to make it 2-1 Valley View. To the seventh, Blazers now with a 5-1 advantage. Grayson Becker, a 2-run base knock out to right. Valley View now out to a comfortable lead. It's 7-1. Bottom of the seventh, Panthers down to their final out. Braden Anderson records a strikeout. He earned MVP honors, and the celebration is on. Blazers win it 8-1, their first state championship since 2009.
You always hear it, it doesn't set in, it hasn't set in yet. So we're just extremely excited. I couldn't be more proud of our team, Braden Anderson, and I could go through a list of names, but to go through this run this year after everything is just unbelievable.
All I needed to do was throw strikes and let my defense work. That's what I did. We ended up winning. I mean, that's all you can do. It sounds amazing. We've been working on it for 4 years, and to be able to finally do it, it's just crazy.
Valley View boys soccer eyeing a repeat. They took on DeQueen Saturday morning. Pick it up in the first half. No score. DeQueen with a run, but the keeper there to scoop up the ball. On the other end, Blazers now with a chance to get on the board. Matthew Layton turns and fires, but it goes just a bit high above the top post. Leopards with the throw in it on the possession. A high winding kick, but again way too high and out of play. Now just over 30 minutes into the first half, Jose Mendoza, the nice feed over to Hasib Ahmad, and he'll find the inside of the net for the Blazer goal. 1-0 Valley View Blazers going on for the win 3-1. They go back-to-back as Class 4A state champs.
It feels great. These kids have been working hard for it. Obviously last year with everything that went on with COVID and everything, not having the season, I'm just so proud of this young group of men and also those past. We couldn't do it without all these coaches and all that fan group up there.
Being able to play defense, of course, and possession on the Queen. No, not really. Not with this group of guys. They're amazing, as you can tell, and I'd go to war with them any day.
Hoxie softball trying to extend their win streak to 21 as they took on Baptist Prep in the Class 3A state title game. Lady Mustangs leading 1-0. A deep fly ball heads out to right, and Bailey Prater there to make the nice catch to save a run. But later in the frame, the pitch gets by the catcher and heads to the backstop. The throw not in time. Lady Eagles tied up at 1. Bottom of the fifth, Baptist Prep trying to take the lead, and they will do so on a Katie Midkiff 2-run single out to center, 3-1 Lady Eagles. Baptist Prep opening things up in the sixth. One on for Taylor Bournes, and show power the pitch over the right center field fence for a 2-run homer. Lady Eagles now up 5. Hoxie down to their final shot. It's a strikeout, and Baptist Prep wins the state championship by a final of 9-1.
Anytime you lose your last one, it's tough. That's a great group of kids who, they came out today, gave it all they got. We just run into a better ball team today in Baptist Prep. Congrats to them, well coached, just got some really good players, and I'm proud for them. Just wasn't our day.
Finally, Class 1A state baseball title game. Izard County meeting up with Viola. Top of the first, Cougars already with one on the board. A wild pitch will bring home a second run, 2-0 Izard County. Longhorns would have an answer. Bottom of the first, they'll tie it up. Andrew Cantway, the ground ball to third. He'll be safe at first, but the run comes across. It's 2 apiece. Line still moving in the first for Viola. Gavin Blevins drops in a single to right. 5-2 Longhorns after 1. Move ahead to the fourth. Cougars trailing by 7. Caleb Faulkner with a blast to the warning track. Out in left, bring home Kobe Everett to cut into the deficit. But the Viola bats just too much tonight. Mason Luna in the fourth with a grounder to short. Cougars unable to turn the double play, and a run scores. Longhorns get the win to repeat as Class 1A state champs, 11-4. So once again, Valley View coming away with a perfect day. They win a pair of state titles in boys soccer and baseball, respectively. A tough morning for the Lady Mustangs of Hoxie as they fall to Baptist Prep 9-1. They finished as the Class State 3 runner-up. That's going to do it for sports. Reporting from Benton High School, Matthew Schwartz, Region 8 Sports. That's it for sports. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Region 8. Start your day off with a morning show that has your back.
We will have some showers this morning.
The Good Morning Region 8 team is up early to keep you in touch with what's